Hi everyone. This morning I'm drinking just some tea here. It's black tea with coconut in it. Tastes real good. Okay, this morning I want to talk to you guys about entering into God's rest. So I already looked up the scriptures and I have my little journal here. So you can look them up or you can just listen to me. Get your pen and paper because we are going to go through some scriptures. In Hebrews 4:9, it says, "Therefore, there remains a rest for the people of God." Then you go to Hebrews 4:11. "Let us therefore be diligent to enter that rest, lest anyone fall according to the same example of disobedience." And then go to Hebrews 4:16. "Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need." And then my notes here. God has rest for his people. Let us come boldly, come diligently, and enter into that rest God has for us. That means we might have to say no to some things in our lives that take up our time and energy. You know, in this world, there's so many things that can take up your time and energy that we need to use wisdom to ask God to say, "God, what do you want me to cut out in my life?" Maybe it's an activity that isn't a big priority, but you want to go do that, you want to go do this, and you feel exhausted at the end of the day. We have to use wisdom and ask God, what activities you want me to go to and what ones you don't want. In our world, stuff can take up our time and energy. And sometimes we keep going when we know that we should say no to something. Let us use wisdom in what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing. Let us come to the throne of grace, that we may attain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. That's in our lives. Go to 1 Corinthians 14:33. "For God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in the churches of the saints." The word here, confusion, means lack of understanding, unclear in one's mind about something. The word bewildered means you are very confused and cannot understand something, or deceived. You have a hard time deciding what to do. God wants us to have peace. If we need understanding, then we should ask God for understanding. If we need wisdom from God, we should ask God, and He will give us wisdom of what we need to do. Then go to Psalms 55:22. Cast your burdens on the Lord, and he shall sustain you. He shall never permit the righteous to be moved. And you hear that all the time, and you're like, well, what does that mean? The word burden means here a load, responsibility, hardships. So the Lord's saying He wants our burdens, the responsibilities. He knows that you're tired. He knows that you're weary. He knows that you have responsibilities. Sometimes we put on more responsibility than is required, and that gives us burdens, and that wears us out. Hardships. If you're going through a hard time in your life, know that God wants to know what's on your heart, and He wants to help you in that. The Lord will strengthen you when you give Him your burdens. And sustain means He'll strengthen you. He'll help you. So that's what I wanted to share, you guys. May God help you to enter into that rest that God has for you. And may He give you wisdom and understanding of what you should cut out on your life and what you should keep in your life. Because so many times we get so burdened with the cares of this world, and we need God's wisdom. Okay, you guys, thanks for coming. Have a wonderful day. Bye.